You ever experience something and think through something that you end up saying, I don't want to let this go. I just experienced something that was really meaningful and I don't want to let go of and I don't want to forget. I want to be able to come back to it. Bridget Boren on Instagram did a video about suggesting because we hold pain in different parts of our body. I remember the first time that I had myofascial release after my 6th knee surgery, the total knee replacement. The physical therapist said that we store pain in our fascia. And so Bridget Boren's video, she recommended putting your hands over your heart and asking yourself, what pain am I storing in my body? And I'll include a link or some kind of reference so you can see it. It's really worth watching. And I like to complement what she was saying with something that I practice periodically and find very helpful. In fact, this time was super helpful. I did it. I relaxed my breathing and I asked myself, what pain am I holding on to? Because these past several years, since 2019 and surgery number 7, as you probably know, have been an experience of daily agony. And without a doubt, I'm aware of holding in a number of different ways, different thoughts and feelings. And so much of what I'm intentional about is looking for ways like this to identify them, validate them, and then release them. I found it very powerful to do that. I spent several minutes focusing on relaxing, imagining my body letting go of any pain that it's holding. So I added to what Bridget was recommending this exercise, which I have found remarkably powerful before, and that is to speak to my body with some objectivity. I'm taking the most mature part of myself, the strongest part of myself, and speaking to maybe sometimes whether it's my body or my younger self, the voice from that maturity, from that strongest part of me that speaks words of confidence and comfort, including, you can let it go because I'm going to take care of you. And when I said that in this moment of meditation, which lasted several minutes, I smiled. And it's as if I was aware that my body was saying, thank you. Thank you for giving me permission to let it go because I'm going to be taken care of. I remember there was one particular time when I said a few years ago something that I really needed to speak to myself and say. It's as if I was speaking to my youngest self. It's not your fault. All this pain, the injury, nearly 50 years of living with pain, 7 surgeries, the 13 incisions, and all that comes with it. It was cathartic to say, it's not your fault. And I felt this wonderful release. Things I want to take away from this include a reminder of there is a part of me, there's a part of you that is the most mature, has the most emotional maturity and emotional wisdom and strength to speak to your past self, your younger self, the exhausted self. I can handle this and I'm going to take care of you. You can let go of what you need to let go of. Let go of what you're holding on to. And in a way, very real way, this is an example. This is an exercise in resilience. It is bouncing back. It is, in a healthy way, identifying, validating, and yet processing in a way to be resilient and to move forward. Notice there's no fight in what I've just described. To fight, which I know what it's like to fight the pain. I fight it sometimes with my entire being, but my eventual response is to use the 3 steps of resilience, to use the different sources of wisdom and strength and conviction that comes from the 8 domains of thriving to stop that fight, to break up the fight, and to, if anything, fight for, strive for moving forward. That's how I'm getting through this. And that's how I'm reminding myself that my best is greater than the pain. Allow me to remind you, your best is greater than the pain.